Today we are welding and fabricating a dining table. I call this the football dining table, but it's actually called the Henry dining table. You can see this on the website, carbondesigns.com. That's carbondesigns.com. I'm actually about to fill in these plug welds and then weld this seam around and then smooth it off and start DAing the top. The table is almost assembled. Pretty much got all the parts on it. Now I'm just fine tuning it, welding it off, getting that done. And I wanted you to kind of see it before I finish it. I started up there and kind of got it started, but I still have to come around here. So I'm gonna let y'all check me out on the rest of the process. So I got that part knocked out, family. And I wanted to say something. When you're fabricating, you see how I got it clamped down? I mean, the heat is going to make it move. It's going to make it try to warp or do something strange. So it's better to try to clamp it down as you can. Or when I didn't have this type of table, I just welded in certain spots down to the table so that way it couldn't move. But that helps it when it comes to having a finished product. But I would always say, when you're going to weld something off, if you can, try to get you at least a hair gap or have your machine set enough where you can burn good penetration, because all of this is just cosmetic. So this weld that I got to put around that side is going to get smoothed out. We just don't want no seam on the top. So when you're doing stuff like that, just make sure, because you're going to be grinding that off, and you don't want to grind it off and then you got the seam come back up again. And it happens to the best of us. But that's just a few tips on fabricating, especially when you're trying to line things out to get the best product as you can. Fitting is very important, making sure you fit it up good. Once you get it fit up good, fam, you pretty much can just go on and go. And but I would say this though, watch your heat. You don't want to put too much heat, and you most definitely don't want to run too cold. I would say when you're doing the welds around the side, just push it. I wouldn't even manipulate it or nothing. I just push that weld in, keep it good and tight, keep from getting any porosity or holes in it. That way you can just grind it out smooth. You don't want to put a whole lot of weld down when you got to take a whole lot out. Keep that in mind. So I try to prevent myself from doing that, putting too much in. That way I don't have to do a whole lot of grinding when it comes to taking it out. So I'm using this prime weld. This is what I'm burning right now, but I'm probably going to switch it up just a hair. That's what I'm running right now. These are great units too. I'm trying to keep from breaking the bank. But make one, I would use one of these, man. Great unit, great bang for the buck. I like this 12-foot lead here. See what that say. We are made in U.S., so is the machinery that we're using. and that's a good thing. That's a good thing, fam. So we're working on some custom dining tables. This was a design that they was playing around with, and now it's starting to get popular. You know, people are kind of liking the round things, oval shapes and stuff like that, other than just the square or the normal, you know. So think outside of the box this year. I'm trying to build you some products. Just see what works and what don't work. You can always take it back to the drawing board and refine it and jump right back on it again, but see what works and what doesn't work. That way you can kill several birds in one stone with your product. But you got to get started. So don't just sit around on the product until you get it perfect. Throw it out there. Sell some. The people gonna let you know what they like and what they don't like, and you can fix it as you go. But if you never get started, you're never going to grow your business, fam. I just wanted to say that. If you never get started, you're never going to grow your business. So get started this year and get your HogOn, family. Whatever it is you're trying to do, start your retirement, create your YouTube channel. If you already got 10 years or more, if you already have at least 10 years of experience in the trade, at least I would recommend you start your YouTube channel and start sharing some of that information. As we get to that 10, that 20, that 30, that 40, that 50 year mark, there is so much wisdom within just holding the conversation with someone who has done the trades that long. So it's always important to share that information. And you know, people trying to get a second stream of income, start your YouTube channel. Start off simple. You don't even have to show yourself, just show your work, and then eventually move in front of the camera, fam. You know, it takes time. I'm still learning, but just dive in it. Like I say, but if you never get started, you're never going to benefit from it. So get started, family. Get started. I like to jump around too when I'm doing this too. Move that heat around. I like the way it's burning right now. I got it about on 20 volts, about 220 on the wire speed, but with this machine, the voltage is a little different, so it can be still kind of low on that. So if I wanted to go a little higher, I could have hit it up a whole other volt, but this is good for this, what I'm doing. Every so often you got to clean the gun out. good run. You have to always watch your tip, fam. You see how as you run, all that little splatter is going to get on there. Even if you set the machine like fine tune, you're going to get splatter. That's just part of it. They do have splatter remover, but a lot of times some of it will put porosity, put holes in your well. I don't like it. Now I do like putting it on the nozzle itself and then burning it off. That way it don't stick too much on the nozzle. But if you got your machine set pretty good, you don't have a whole lot, but you're going to get some though. One thing I love about it, if you get your heat set right, you can literally see it burn into the metal as you push it. Not a bad process, family, not a bad process. Just wanted to show y'all what I'm doing. And like I say, I will be grinding, welding this whole table up and then smoothing it out. That's the process of it. But this particular table is called the Henry table, and you can visit it on the website, carbondesigns.com. Remember, if you know someone who purchased anything, tell them to use code HogOn, HOGON. I appreciate the love and support. Be blessed and continue to prosper, fam. I'm out. HogOn.